and welcome to SureenaSpeaks. And I was quite double-minded whether to do this video or not. If I've uploaded it and you're watching, that means that I decided to put it out there. Otherwise, this video might just be sitting in my folder. So we'll see how I feel at the end of recording this. What I just wanted to really talk about was, I guess this is going to kind of be like a bit of a therapy session, if I'm honest, whether that be a therapy session for me, for you, I mean, I hope it will help you. So I think everyone's just feeling a little bit weird, including me. It's a very weird time. There's no guidebook on how we're supposed to be feeling or doing during this time. It's all a little bit weird. That's the only word I can really use for it. It's weird. Everything right now in the world is weird, and none of us really know what to do, how to feel, I guess. And admittedly, I'd say, for the last week or so, I have been struggling, and it's weird because if like a few months ago you said to me, how would you feel about working from home full time? I'd say yes, definitely. I love being at home, absolutely love home. So yeah, why wouldn't I love that? But I think it's a very different thing when it's you saying you're being at home because you're choosing to do that, and you being at home because you're forced into doing that. It's two very different things because it's two very different mindsets. And I'm sure many people will be feeling the way that I do, in that I'm very close to my family and my friends, and even though like with some of my family, some of us live closer, some of us live further, this has probably been the longest that I haven't physically been with any of my family members, sitting down, going around, having a cup of tea, something which is such a simple pleasure. Haven't been able to do that, and for me that does feel really weird. And it's a strange one, isn't it? We do slate social media a lot, but at the moment it's kind of like, thank God for social media and being able to connect with each other, being able to WhatsApp call and FaceTime and all the rest of it. And that's definitely been how I've been able to connect with family, with friends, even with some of you. And so I'm very grateful actually that we have social media, but everything is a balance. And what I'm finding is that actually now I'm probably looking at my phone and on social media more in probably these last few weeks than I have in years. I'm almost glued to my phone because that's kind of the only outlet to the rest of the world that I have right now. And again, I've been speaking to friends about this as well, and they've been experiencing the same thing too. And so that's why I mean, it's a bit of a weird time. And going back to being able to FaceTime, it's so nice being able to see like friends and family on your phone and talk in that way. And I didn't realise actually how much of a difference it makes actually being able to see somebody when you're talking to them, and not just hearing their voice on the phone. Like, it's really nice being able to see their facial expressions and seeing what they're getting up to in their day and all the rest of it. And so yeah, it's a very, very strange time. And I think times that I've personally found hard is that I have the cutest 1-year-old niece. She is the most adorable and precious thing in the world. And I'll be on like FaceTime to her, and she loves stickers at the moment. She's obsessed with stickers, and she'll like through the phone be trying to give me a sticker, and she doesn't quite understand like, oh, why I can't take that sticker from her, like why am I stuck in the phone? And so I think it's little things like that which is when I found it really, really hard. And I like to think I'm a very positive person, and I do try and keep very positive, but definitely in the last few weeks I've had some low moments, and I'm sure all of us has felt like that. And I've heard it said quite a few times, but it's so true that it really is okay to not be okay. It's okay to not really know how to feel right now. It's okay to not have productive days when you had set out to have productive days. It's okay to kind of be in this weird lull because there is no guidebook on how we should be feeling right now or how we should be doing right now. It's just I've said it so many times throughout this video, but it is just such a weird time, and I'm laughing because if I don't laugh, I'll cry. So it's a really strange one. And yeah, just really missing family, friends, and just the general normalities of day-to-day life. One thing that I would always do on my commute to work, when I was commuting to work, every morning I would say 3 things I feel grateful for. And I've done this for years because in the time when I started doing this, I was in a job which I wasn't admittedly enjoying, and I was finding it really hard to get that motivation to actually go to work. And so I forced myself every day to say 3 things that I was grateful for, because yeah, maybe I'm not very happy with the circumstances that are around me, but actually let's try and focus on the positive, and let's think about things that I am grateful for and that I do appreciate that are in my world. And when I started doing it, you know, you go for the big things. I'm grateful for my family, I'm grateful for my friends. And then as time's gone on, I've tried to think of really small things that I'm grateful for, and probably things that I take for granted that I don't even realise that I do. And since I've been working from home, I've realised I've stopped doing that because I'm not commuting anymore. So I haven't been doing that whole grateful thing. And I think that's actually had quite an effect. And so now I'm going to force myself every morning to still say 3 things that I'm grateful for. And I encourage you to do the same as well, especially if you're feeling this weird lull like I am. Because whilst it's so important to keep it is so important to keep positive and to keep upbeat, but it's equally important to actually admit to yourself how you're feeling. And if you're not feeling great, that's all right. It is actually okay. And I think it's so important to be honest with yourself with how you're feeling right now. And for me especially, like, I'll have my low moments, but then a few hours later I will be fine again. And I've never experienced that before. It's a really strange one for me to feel. And so yeah, I just wonder if anybody else has been feeling that same way. And when speaking to friends, I know some of them have been feeling that way as well. So but trying to find these tools and resources that you can use to just, when you are feeling in those low moments, especially, to just make yourself feel a bit better. Definitely the whole grateful strategy I'd highly recommend. I mean, things that now I'm putting on my list of things that I'm grateful for are toilet rolls. Never did I realise how much I took toilet rolls for granted. Hand wash is another one. Never realised how much I took that for granted. And that's what I mean. It's just finding, yes, be grateful for the big things, of course, but also find those really little things that you feel grateful for that you don't even realise that you take for granted on a daily basis. And it could be anything. It could be absolutely anything, just the smallest things. And if you keep that up each day and each morning, it's a nice way to start your day as well. So I kind of just wanted to make this video to let you know that if you too are feeling quite strange and in this weirdness and feeling a bit weird, that I am too, and that many people are. And I think if anything, and I've said it in quite a few videos before, but perception and how you perceive things is one of the biggest things that you can do to help yourself with any kind of situation. And especially in moments when I know when I'm feeling low, I'm trying and take this whole weirdness that we're in at the moment, this weird bubble that we're in, and try and put this positive spin on it. So yes, we're being forced to stay at home, but then I read somewhere actually you're not stuck at home, you're safe at home. And I think that was really powerful in itself. That in itself is perception. Another one being that actually we've been given the gift of time. You know, we're always too busy to do this, too busy to do that. So actually all those things that you've been putting off, now is the time when you can actually do it. And you know what? Even if you feel like, actually, I don't really want to do it, I just want to curl up on the sofa and just watch Netflix or whatever, that's fine. Maybe you have a really busy schedule usually, and you don't even actually ever get to do that. Then do that, you know, you've been given this gift of time, and it's about how do you want to utilise that? How do you want to spend that? And I think a big shout out to, all those people who actually do have to still go into work, who are, on the front line, who are working so so incredibly hard to keep the rest of us safe. Absolute kudos to them. And I know a lot of people right now are getting a lot of abuse as well, which is just sickening to hear when it's those same people who are, you know, like I said, keeping us all safe, who are working so hard, to then even think that they're getting any form of verbal, even physical abuse is actually disgusting. So I think any time when if you do have to go into a pharmacy, or if you do have to get your essential goods from the supermarket, just say thank you. Thank you goes such a long way. Just be kind. Again, it goes such a long way. It doesn't take a lot of effort. Just be nice. Just be a good person. You know, it's not really asking for a lot. Just do it, you know? Yeah. Like I said, I think this video is more of a therapy session for me. And I actually feel a lot better for it, to be honest. And if you too are feeling in this weird lull, I do encourage you massively to reach out to your friends, reach out to your families, have those phone calls, have those FaceTimes. And actually, if you don't feel comfortable talking to them, hey, I'm here. You can contact me. Social media, like I said, is such a great tool. It is a balance, so trying not to be on my phone as much, but at the same time, it is a great outlet to connect. So if you feel like you can't talk to your friends and family and you want to talk to me, hey, I'm here. I'm on Instagram, I'm on Facebook, I'm on Twitter. There's a way to get in touch with me. So I'm here. If you want to chat, if you want to talk, I'm here for you. So I hope this video you found useful. I hope it did help you in one way or another. And let's just, I think bottom line is be positive, but also be honest with how you're feeling. Perception is a massive thing. Show gratitude and be kind. Be kind always. So I hope you liked the video, and if you did, why not give it a thumbs up? Share, like, subscribe. As I mentioned, I am on socials, so Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. Please do check them all out too. And until next time, thank you for your time and happy watchings.